Drag to me is an art form or a means of expression. I think of it almost as a medium, as if you're doing art, any kind of art, visual art, video art, physical art, traditional art. It's just a medium in which to express really anything you want, but specifically gender for most people, and gender expression and their identity.
She looked like Latoya Jackson when she still had her own face. She's beautiful.
I would agree. Drag to me is an expression of gender, which is so simple when I say it like that, but it really is so much more complex than that.
My involvement is with the troupe Bros Before Hoes, and it's weird, but I guess I'm the resident queen of the troupe. But anyway, so I got started my first year here at UGA, and my second semester, I just kind of made it a goal to do drag for the first time because a lot of friends wanted me to do it. And also, you know, him and Skylar actually were like, oh, you should definitely do this, blah, blah, blah.
I still want to do drag. Some trans men stop performing drag when they start like testosterone. They feel like they don't need it anymore. Like it was that fix for them. But for me, it's not just a fix for my male identity. It's a fix for me as a performer because I can't sing, period. And I'm not really good at a lot of things, but I know that I can dance, and I've always wanted to be a performer in some ways, but I never thought it would be possible with the fact that I can't sing. So being able to do this is really somewhere that I feel I'm home at.
Where we don't perform for a while and we'll be talking, we're like, I really want to be on stage, I really want to perform, I really want to be in drag. I just miss it because it becomes a part of you.
It was addicting, I think, especially when I first started.
My mom has been very supportive of me doing drag. I mean, I always joke, she takes me on shopping sprees. She buys more Roxy clothing than she ever bought Matthew clothing at this point, and it's just hilarious. And my sister knows that I perform drag, and she's definitely supportive as well. My brother, I have not told, and he has a lot of typical man issues or whatever that issue is. I don't know why people have those issues, but so I haven't really talked to him about it. And before my dad passed, I had never planned to talk to him about it just for kind of the same reasons.
As far as like family being involved and knowing about my drag, my mother and father both know. My grandparents were not a fan of us. They did not like it, and they told me so. It ended up being, we kind of just, I don't know if they disowned me or if I disowned them. It was sort of a mutual disowning, and I haven't talked to them since last May.
From drag, I've learned that it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. If you feel like you look good, if you feel like you're fierce, if you feel like you can do something, then go for it. From drag, I definitely have also just gotten a sense of confidence, more of a sense of self-worth, and just, I don't know, I won't say that I feel more invincible because I really only feel invincible when I'm completely dolled up as Roxy, but I do think that there's an element of you can't touch what I have because what I have is unique, that drag has given me even when I'm not performing or when I'm not presenting as a drag performer. Throwing shade is generally when you kind of call somebody out bluntly, but it's so blunt that it's very subtle at the same time. So, you know, it's almost like being like, "Ooh, girl, them shoes." When you're really saying, it's not just that you're wearing those shoes, it's that those shoes are a hot mess. I watch RuPaul's Drag Race. There are a lot of queens out there who perform, but they're public figures, and as a public figure, you need to know who your clientele is and what speaks to them. And I feel like it's something that I have to take upon myself to know what are the issues for lesbians in our community, what are the issues for gay guys and queer folk and trans-identified people.
Transgender is kind of the umbrella term for anybody who does not identify with a gender that they were assigned at birth. So you have biological sex, and then you have like your gender. So biologically speaking, anatomically and all whatever, I am female. Well, what is female really? But gender-wise, I feel as though I am male, and my body like kind of betrayed me in that sense for a little while.
My process is not nearly as long as her process. It can take about up to like 30 minutes, depending if I'm using just regular like paint or if I'm using actual hair. And the hair can take about like 30 minutes to 45 to even longer, depending on how like detailed and like nervous I am about the show. Because if it's an important show, I'll make sure that my facial hair looks like on point.
Appearance-wise, for me, I like to have a good 3 hours because...
And a lot of space.
And a lot of space because my room can be completely clean, or whatever room I'm in. It doesn't even have to be my room. If I'm at somebody else's house,
In a
it's
hotel
gonna get trashed.
with 7 other people.
It is gonna get trashed. Shut up.
Using the whole damn counter.
Listen, it takes time. But, so yeah, I have to do, of course, all the shaving and everything because I don't want stubble all over my body. That ruins the entire illusion that I'm trying to go for. And then I definitely, as far as makeup itself just doing the foundation sometimes can take about 30 minutes because you just have to glue down eyebrows, make sure everything is even in tone, make sure that you put the right liquid foundation on and then the right, it can just take a long time. So I definitely like to have a good 3 hours built in.
The preparation process really varies on what kind of show it is. Usually if we're doing a lot of group numbers, which we really do like to do, we'll be practicing for at least 2 weeks in advance. Usually what we'll do is we'll figure out a song, divide up the parts so we can all be like learning the vocals, and then typically everyone throws in and helps with the choreography, but usually myself and Skylar, Knox, like we usually YouTube some stuff, see if there's any other choreography that we could take parts from, just sort of see what flows with it, so we get that choreography together. And then we just start rehearsing.
If it's somebody's first time seeing drag, or a lot of people's first time seeing drag, we're like, well, we really got to give them the best that we can give them so that they'll keep coming back.
Are you ready for some drag?